headed to Alabama. It'll be my second trip to the great state of Alabama, hunting whitetails. Last year I went and took down one. This year I'm hoping to do better than that. Oklahoma's been fun. I've been taking down some good bucks. I've taken down 3 does. I've got my 308 ready. You might have seen me sighting it in a few months ago. That's what I'll be using in Alabama hunting. Enjoy the ride. First set here in Alabama for the year. I brought the TC compass, chambered in 308. Did add a muzzle brake to it, bipod and a scope. Sighted it in a few months ago. Promised you guys that I would put a deer down with it. In Oklahoma, I used my lever action gun, so I didn't get a chance to get it out yet. My legal time started at 10 a.m. down here today. It's about 11 right now. Plan on setting most of the day. Put one down. First shot with it. Just put one on the ground here in Alabama. I expected him to come in this draw out here in front of me. There's kind of a little low water area where water would run to a pond, but instead they come in the back side and kind of caught my wind. So as you can see, she was facing me and I gave it to her right in the chest. First time to use this tent, the recoil of the gun broke one of those little slides already. I guess that's what tents are made for. I moved about an hour and a half ago. I had a 12-hour drive yesterday, and in that drive I should have stopped and slept somewhere, and I just didn't get completely tired. I honestly think it's because I couldn't find anything on the radio station, so I listened to Joel Osteen. Joel had me pumped up and all kinds of optimistic. I've got about 20 minutes left before dark. Sun has just set, so I'm going to sit here and wait. There could be a buck come along. Here in Alabama, you can get a buck and a doe in the same day. Tomorrow I'll be back up in that ladder stand where I was, but I was so tired setting up in there, I didn't want to drift off and risk falling, so I moved back down here to this tent set up, and it worked out. I got a few more coming out now, kind of towards that waterway like I thought they'd do. That looks like a doe and a fawn. Might be one more coming behind them. There's a buck behind them. It's not something you always get to see. It's about like what I shot last year down here. I actually thought both of them were bucks as they first come out from the left. And then I could never see any antlers on the second one for sure. If they were both bucks, they might have voted for the Democrats. These Sony cameras, I can transfer things to my phone with just the push of the button. I watched a video of those two down there. That one was humping the other one. I still thought that it was a buck when it first walked out. It went behind the trees. As it come back out and went to humping the little spike, the body's smaller than the spike. And I could never see any antlers. It sure did make me laugh though. You just don't see that very often. You don't see deer breeding very often. I am right here on the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. And it's beautiful country. All I've got right here to see is this shooting lane that's about 175 yards long. But you get out of here and drive around, it's just beautiful. They're probably not mountains, rolling hills and everything, but it's a neat experience to get down here and come and hunt for a few days. I'd like to be able to take one more home. We'll get to cleaning that big girl. Last night I did field dress her, but we're gonna eat some backstrap later tonight. I ended up just seeing that one more little doe that come in, looked like a fawn. So this is my campsite up here. Gotta have Dr. Pepper. And gotta have plenty of good food to eat. I did field dress this girl last night and let her hang overnight. Down to 24 degrees this morning. I'm fixing to cut her up. We're gonna eat deer steak later today. I hope nobody's too mad at me over it, but I didn't even clean the bacon grease out, and now I've got deer steaks going. She is going to taste good, that big old girl from last night. Just heard her crash. My goodness, that brake system on the end of this is loud. So she was out there about maybe 85, 90 yards. On down that lane, there was another one. They were both kind of facing this way. And as you've seen, I let that first big girl have it. Still got at least an hour to go before shooting light would be up. I can still get a buck. I think the way the Alabama rules read, you can shoot a doe a day. And you can shoot 3 bucks throughout the season. It's been a little over an hour since I shot her. I waited as long as I could, but I want to get down and go see if I can find blood before it's completely dark. Still got about 6 or 7 minutes of shooting light left, but I'm gonna call it an evening of hunting and go get her found. The hard work's just about to begin. Here he comes, right in time. I was trying to drop her right there in her trap, but Here's blood of her feet.
Yeah. Tell they can stop right in here. I mean, big.
When I heard her stop, then I heard her crash. Boy, howdy. She was pouring it out. It comes clear over here. Does it go to the left? Oh, you found her. There we're standing within 15 foot of her, and she's laying there.
Behind the shoulder, all right. Then they get cut her.
Yeah, well, the other side, she was quartered to me pretty hard, so I figured I was in the shoulder on the other side.
You got one.
You're a heck of a track dog, Alan. Cherish this moment. She was about 15 yards from me at most. It's funny sometimes whenever you go hunting, this is the first time for me to ever sit here. She run down there about 80 yards away, snorted a few times and left. And then she come right back. Didn't come very close that time, but come a little closer. Curiosity almost got her killed. If I hadn't already shot two, she'd have been dead. I'm overlooking a pond and a little green field here, surrounded by timber. I've got a pretty long day ahead of me. I'm gonna make a little change in plans. I've got a great uncle, my grandfather's only living sibling, who lives about 3 hours from here. I tried to go to his 100th birthday, and the flight, airplane, and everything got canceled. So after several hours of driving to go get on the airplane, we weren't able to make the birthday, but I'm gonna cut my hunting trip a little bit short. I've still got that second doe to go skin, gotta pack everything up, and I've gotta make a 3-hour trip to go see my great uncle Kenneth. I wanna thank everybody for watching. I also wanna thank Rita and Alan for allowing me the opportunity to come hunt on their property again. I love these out-of-state hunts. Gets me out of my normal comfort zone and gives me some opportunity to sit out here, watch the wildlife, take a few. I'd love to have a nice mature buck come along on one of these hunts. I haven't yet. If you live out of the state of Oklahoma, would like to do a little swapping. We've got whitetail at home, we've got turkeys at home. I fish all summer long. I'd sure trade something out with you if you want to let me come up to wherever you're at. Let me do a little hunting as well. We can make some kind of horse trading going on. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you.